Warner Brothers. It's hot. I don't know where you guys live, but we're having some heat waves, and bro, working in the back of a trailer when it's hot as fuck outside and humid. Thank God I'm staying hydrated, because bro, fucking like pissing sweat constantly. Drinking a shitload of water, but you know, I guess they say that when you're hydrated, the good sign that you know you're hydrated is you're sweating, right? When you stop sweating, that's the problem. So that's good, I guess. But yeah, overall today was good. You know, I've been doing these push-ups to failure every day, right? I've missed one day. That was the day I got my first full day at the apartment. After my trip, I was so fucking exhausted by the time I went to bed that I figured one day of rest would be okay. And I haven't missed a day since that, so it's probably like almost 3 weeks straight of push-ups to failure, one set, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not really keeping track. But I'm noticing, like, as I'm doing it, you know, the last like 5 or 6 reps, I know I've said this before, but it's like, it's even more noticeable now. These last 5 or 6 reps are fucking rough. I don't really even want to say this because that'll make it feel that way, but the benefit of pushing past something like that is the mental resilience you get of saying, no, even though I want to quit, I'm not going to quit until I cannot move up, right? Until my chest gives out and it cannot pull my elbows together to bring me up to complete my push-up, you know, we're doing it. We can. And one of the trippy things about doing push-ups this way, where you're not really counting, it's not about the numbers, it's about going till you can't, is taking a breather, resting, is counterproductive to the goal. Really, like, I try to do my reps nice and slow because I want to focus on form, right? But, you know, in the last 2 or 3, I find myself, like, getting to the top and pausing, right? But that's counterproductive because I might have just bought myself 2 more reps, right? Like, that's not really what I'm aiming at. I'm aiming at, I guess, the fatigue, or, you know, the not resting. What is that? But yeah, it's interesting to think that, like, the sooner you just got to keep pushing, don't stop, don't let your mind fuck you up. And every time, you know, I feel a good pump in my chest, especially like in the middle. That's what I'm aiming at. That's what I'm feeling when I'm doing it. And maybe that's got something to do with why I'm calm as well. You know? Sometimes it's difficult to keep track of all the shit you're doing. Something I did today, though, that was kind of interesting is I asked Grok, it's an AI, I asked Grok to assume a certain set of beliefs, and then I gave it this question, like, okay, I'm quitting soda right now, right? I'm in the process, I'm weaning myself off of it, and I asked it to give me the rundown as if I had completed my goal of quitting soda. So, like, in a couple weeks, basically it gave me like a 4-week projection of what steps I'm going to take, right? And I don't know, like, a lot of times when I read AI stuff, like its outputs, I always feel like it's way too fucking long. That's just my attention span getting, you know, absolutely fried, right? Yeah. So I forced myself to read all of it, right? And then, you know, I'm reading it, I'm like, this actually does feel accurate, right? Like, this is a good way of thinking about it. I'm glad I'm doing this. And then I posted it in the Sons of God community to share, like, the type of prompt and, you know, the kind of output you can get. And as I'm talking about it, this feeling that which I have associate with, like, anxiety, I don't know that it's really anxiety. It's like my world starts spinning, but in two opposite directions. Almost like my eyes are, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, it's almost like my vision, you know, is rotating this way and the other way at the same time. But it's like, it always happens when there's some, like, the first time it happened was when I was on a call with a hypnotherapist, and she started asking me about my childhood sexual trauma, right? And when she asked me this specific question, out of fucking, like, this is the first time I'd ever felt it, like, it hit me hard. And, you know, what I did to kind of process it was just, like, realize, like, okay, it's here, so let me, you know, like, lean into it. Let me close my eyes and just feel it. Can I amplify it? How strong can it get? I'm not gonna die, right? So when I felt it today, you know, I was eating dinner, and while I was typing this stuff out, so I just closed my eyes at the table and just, like, tried to lean into it, and I was able to amplify it and just sit with it and breathe. And eventually it calmed down, and then I continued typing, and then it came back, and I would just pause again, leaned into it, amplified it until it, you know, it just went away naturally, right, through the breath. So it's pretty interesting that alignment with the AI, like, prompt of, like, how I'm going to work through this, because I don't know, just the timing. It's almost like I had the AI go through this, like, prompt of how I'm going to overcome soda, and then as I'm talking about it, that energy came up. That's what it feels like. That energy that was holding me to soda came up for me to process. And I mean, I know how to push that energy back down or away or distract it, whatever. Like, it's not that hard. But I leaned into it because I know that's how you deal with it, to where it won't, you know, like, that particular energy is not going to come back, right? So it's good. It's kind of fascinating how, if you ask the right questions to AI, you can really, I mean, I almost, like, it's kind of like a therapist, but, like, almost better than a therapist, right? Because it, like, it's good at, you can give it parameters which are unrealistic, like giving it, like, I gave it a set of beliefs to assume are true, and then basically fabricate a story. Whether or not the things may be true or not, I'm not interested in whether they're true. I'm interested in the perspective that those beliefs yield, and it's fantastic at doing that. And I don't know, it just gives me, it kind of motivates me to, like, what other areas can I apply this to, right? Like, what other, can I bring up more things? I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's, we'll see what happens. But some of the things that the AI talked about, I do find I am on that path already. Like, when I went to dinner, I normally am eating at truck stops, so it's not the greatest options. I do have some raw meat as well, but it's kind of, I don't think it's the best quality, and it's definitely not very fresh. So I got to figure out a better way, different cuts and stuff, and fresher stuff, I think is going to be needed. But you know, like when you order, they give you a cup and you go to the soda fountain that has water, right? Like water is there. So I got water when I got dinner, which sounds like fucking, like, what are you, a child, right? But that's like a big thing because that never happens. And I did it automatically. So we're gonna keep pressing that direction. Gonna keep working on letting go what hurt me, and invite in what's gonna heal me. Thank you for that, Lucas. Yeah, we're doing good. Making progress. I believe that today is day 40 of semen retention, which is pretty crazy. And that's all thanks to the Sons of God community on Discord. It's really a fantastic community. It's been helping me a whole lot with life, just in general. Having people to talk to, right? Like a close-knit brotherhood. It's pretty awesome. I definitely recommend, if you resonate with anything I said in this video or past videos, and you just, maybe you're like a lone wolf type, you know, you should join. It's pretty cheap. It's best, honestly, better than any therapy that you're gonna get, because it's the kind of communication that brothers need, right? Like, therapy sessions are not really structured in the way the men's brains work, but this is. So give it a shot. Have a good one.